Of us processing the violent crime events around the city. University of Memphis faculty and students are also experiencing trauma. Just a week after Eliza Fletcher was abducted near campus, a shooter was reported on campus. Our Rebecca Butcher spoke with a professor who was in class at the time of when he heard the gunshots.
Well, Rudy, a Memphis professor tells me that he acted on instinct quickly to get his students out of potential harm's way when he got word of a shooter on campus. That suspected shooter was later identified as Ezekiel Kelly.
I had a student bust into my classroom and say, "There's an active shooter on campus." And then I heard people barricading themselves in the classroom above my class.
Panic on campus quickly turned to action.
I was trying to get my class out of the building and to safety, so we were piling up in my car, dropping them off at their car.
Graduate professor Dr. Justin Dodson never expected shots fired so close to his building at the University of Memphis.
Literally, we're walking on the wall like you would see in a movie.
UofM police notified faculty and students of the shooting incident at Patterson and Southern, just a block away from Dodson's classroom in Patterson Hall. A report Memphis police were responding to, as well as 7 other random shootings around the city that ended up with 3 people dying. After he got his students to safety, the reality of the mobile mass shooting set in.
And then when I got home, I realized that he had been at that corner of the building that I teach in. And so it's scary. Then I'm calling my mom frantically to say, "Where are you? Get off the streets."
That reality also set in for students who live on campus.
I just hid though. Hid up under my bed. If you was to ask me, do I feel safe on campus? I would tell you no.
Dr. Dodson, also a mental health therapist, says he processed the shock and fear with his students a week later. The chaos that erupted in the city that night, leading to a lockdown, drove home the fact.
Getting home is a luxury. Getting home, seeing the garage door open, that is just a relief, because you never know what's going to happen, especially when someone's out there losing it.
But did you guys feel prepared for that?
I can't say that I did. I think my first instinct, all of my students looked at me, and so I knew I had the responsibility of doing something.
Definite scary moments there, and being in a class of a professor who also doubles as a therapist outside of it sounds like a good class to actually sit in. Now, UofM did hold a group prayer that week following that shooting, and the university's counseling center did provide services to students. Dodson says he hopes that workplaces provide the time and space for people to feel and grieve. Brittany?